Radical.
Okay, I got some gaming news that you may or may not be able to use depending on who you are. Take-Two is about to make the biggest acquisition in gaming history, buying Zynga for $12.7 billion. That's with a B, billion dollars. I don't know much about mobile gaming. I don't play any mobile games, but Zynga's big. They got Farmville, they got Toon Blast, so this would, like I said, if it went through, which it hasn't 100% went through yet, if it went through, it would be the biggest purchase ever within gaming. They also said that the door is open for some of their franchises to come to mobile. It's the Grand Theft Auto people, the LA Noire, they own that. They own Red Dead Redemption. They also own Borderlands. They own BioShock. But here's a weird thing, Mafia also. They said that they own the best IPs in gaming, or something like that. But, come on, hold the phone here. Once you get past Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption, LA Noire is good and everything. Great. It's great, right? The Rockstar games, for the most part, except the remasters. Except the remasters and the disaster happened a couple months ago. They got some good IPs. I think instantly, if they did this, BioShock would probably be, Borderlands. Borderlands would probably be the game I could see probably going to mobile. Free-to-play Borderlands. And then there would just be microtransactions. Oh, they're rubbing their hands together. Microtransactions on all the guns. It's free-to-play, but the thing is, when it comes to mobile games, that's a growing sector. It is a huge growing sector, and there's a lot of money to be made, A lot of money to be made, so that's why they'd be ponying up $12.7 billion. I think that's a fair bit over market value, too. So they want to make sure this goes through. They actually tried to acquire Codemasters, but that did not fall through. Other than Borderlands, probably NBA 2K, that series. I could see that making that transition to mobile. And I don't know if they could fit the whole game, on... I just couldn't, imagine playing a basketball game freaking, on a phone. I just don't think the phone is good for anything except, very simplistic games. Like a racing game or, a running game where you're jumping over things. That'd probably be good on a phone. But all these complex games people are making on the phone, I just don't, But yeah, NBA 2K. That would be laden with microtransactions because the console versions are laden with microtransactions. And I think the NBA 2K series is $70 now. Yeah, Take-Two, they some greedy mofos. But, they're making this acquisition for $12.7 billion, so that means they gotta, get the money somewhere, so they'll nickel and dime people. In a bit of related news, there was an investor meeting that not Rockstar, but Take-Two. There was an investor meeting that Take-Two had, and they name-dropped Midnight Club. A lot of people would like a new Midnight Club. I never played the Midnight Club series, but for what I've seen of Midnight Club, it looks like a pretty good racing game. I think the last one was Midnight Club LA. So, yeah, they probably name-dropped that as part of their portfolio because they would like to, if this acquisition goes through, bring Midnight Club to mobile. Does that excite a lot of you? Would a lot of you get amped up to play a new Midnight Club on mobile? I've never played any racing games on mobile. Well, not the new free-to-play microtransaction versions. What happens? You get halfway through the race and you need more nitro and then a little prompt comes up to drop more coins in there or something like that. I'm sorry, I don't play mobile games. Leave it in the comment section down below if you play a lot of mobile games, free-to-play, or maybe are there some good free-to-play mobile games out there?